Hi, you're watching TV9 News. I'm Pratibha. Ahead of the assembly elections in Tamil Nadu, a shocker for the Congress party as DMK, its alliance partner in Tamil Nadu, has said that it will contest elections in all the seats in Puducherry as well. Now, in Puducherry, the Congress party is in power. So now the DMK making such a statement. What does it mean for the DMK-Congress alliance? Take a look. The Congress MP Karthi Chidambaram joins me. Many thanks for joining us, Mr. Karthi Chidambaram. Firstly, how do you look at this development? Does it come as a surprise?
No, no, not at all. You see, the DMK leadership and its leader, Mr. M.K. Stalin, has clearly clarified that the alliance is going to continue in Pondicherry and Tamil Nadu. There are no differences. And the DMK-led alliance, in which the Congress is part of, is going to win both in Pondicherry and in Tamil Nadu.
Okay, but are there not going to be differences on ground? Are you worried that the party workers would be confused about what the situation is?
No, the alliance is continuing in both the states. In the Union Territory of Pondicherry, the alliance is continuing. Mr. M.K. Stalin has clarified that. And the alliance is strong in Tamil Nadu. There is no confusion on whatsoever.
So then, how do you look at such statements coming in? Or
see, within the party, sometimes people express their opinions about their wishes and their desires. But eventually, it's the leadership which speaks for the party. And we in the Congress party only have to take what the leader of the DMK is saying. And the leader of the DMK, Mr. M.K. Stalin, has clearly said that the alliance continues both in Pondicherry and Tamil Nadu. And Tamil Nadu, there is no, even in Pondicherry, he's clarified. I know there was an internal meeting of the DMK where certain statements were made, but Mr. Stalin has clarified that and has reiterated the continuation of the alliance.
Okay, but
that ends the matter.
If you read between the lines, ahead of the elections, such statements being made wouldn't have been better for the Congress as well as the DMK to put up a united front?
We are united. You see, every alliance partner has its own desires. And there are only limited number of seats. Nobody can come and increase the number of seats in any state. So this kind of desires, posturing is normal, between political parties. But eventually the alliance is solid. And the leadership of the DMK has clearly spoken, and the matter ends right there. End of the day, there are only 234 seats in Tamil Nadu. Even if God comes into the picture, he can't make it 235. So the cake has to be cut only 234 ways. So
who's going to get the bigger share of the pie?
Obviously, the DMK, they are the leader of the alliance. They have to contest a considerable number of seats. And all other parties will make their own claims based on data and based on their strength on the ground. And it's up to the DMK to come up with a formula, and they will come up with a formula. Alliance talks are not new for the DMK, and they are not new for the Congress. We have done this numerous times before, and we have as late as 2019, we've had a good alliance, and we had a good seat sharing, and we had a good victory. So this will continue in 2021.
Okay, but going into the elections, do you think that the DMK looks at the Congress party as an albatross on the neck?
Absolutely not. Why would any party have an alliance with another party if it does not see value in the other party? We see great value in being part of the DMK alliance. The DMK sees great value in having us. By the Congress being there, we give the alliance a national flavor. We also assure minorities. I've said this repeatedly. When the Congress contests by itself, it gets a certain percentage of votes. But the minute it contests with an alliance, it gets a higher percentage of votes. It's because the Congress is not a mere addition, it's a multiplier. The Congress has a multiplier effect.
So, well, there are differences between the two parties that are being worked at, but both the parties are claiming that all is well. To talk to us more about it, joining me now is Mr. Manuraj Shanmugasundaram, DMK spokesperson. Many thanks for joining us. Mr. Manuraj, how do you look at it? Of course, there's a clarification that has now come in from the DMK that in Tamil Nadu, it's not going to affect equations. But, it would be difficult to say that you are a united unit when just next door you're going to be fighting it out.
Well, I think it's important to first contextualize the elections and the talks around the alliance, Pratibha. And with your permission, if you can just give me 30 seconds to do so.
Yeah, please.
From 2016, we have been contesting with the Congress, both in the state and at the central level. In 2016, we fought the state elections in alliance with the Congress. Of course, we are the larger, the more dominant ally in Tamil Nadu. In Puducherry, the Congress is the dominant ally, and the DMK extends its support. And as you would know, the reason the Puducherry government is with the Congress is with the support of the DMK. Now, in 2019 as well, the DMK and Congress fought together, and as you know, we did quite well. We won 39 of the seats along with other parties out of 40 seats in Puducherry and Tamil Nadu. I don't see any changes to the alliance metric as such. And it is a very stable alliance and with great understanding. Like I said, not only because there is a good arithmetic, but also there is good chemistry. There is good understanding at the leadership level and at the cadre level.
It's interesting that you mentioned that, because in Tamil Nadu, politics is also very different, because the national parties don't have much of a presence. It's more the Dravidian party. So we saw what happened recently with the AIA, DMK, as well as the BJP. There seem to be some differences. And clearly, Tamil Nadu is one state where the BJP was cut to size. And the BJP was forced to concede that AIA, DMK is the bigger partner and the BJP is a minor partner. Is this the kind of equation that we're seeing play out with the DMK as well as the Congress as well? DMK giving out a strong message and making it clear before any talks on seat sharing that, we are the bigger partner here, and, you will have to play according to our rules.
Well, I think that's a fair reflection of reality. I mean, I don't think either of the parties are in any sort of delusion that one is bigger than the other. In terms of when it comes to the state elections, the state politics in Tamil Nadu, the DMK, of course, is the party that leads the alliance here. Here at the state level, the Democratic Progressive Alliance or the Secular Progressive Alliance is led by the DMK and this has been the case for the longest time, right from 1996, as far as I can remember. We've always led the alliance here. Of course, the other parties, including not just the Congress, the two communist parties, the MDMK led by Vaiko, Vidudalai Chiruthaigal led by Tol Thirumavalavan, all of them follow our leadership here. Of course, when it comes to the central politics, the Lok Sabha elections, we look towards the Congress as the leader there. So therefore, the accommodation and understanding is quite clear. May not, upset a relationship, because it is a very mature relationship. It is a refined relationship. So therefore, I think we take a lot of comfort from each other, and there is a good understanding, like I said, at the leadership level, which is trickled down to the cadre level as well.
Okay, so this mature understanding, is it going to translate when you decide on the seat sharing as well? Because it seems like the seeds have been sown already for some disgruntled men from any side. So where is the DMK and the Congress party on the seat sharing? Have the talks started? Or, is it the kind of posturing that we see usually ahead of the big talk of seat sharing?
I do not for a second think there will be any sort of posturing. Like I said, we have had a very long and tried and tested relationship. I mean, this is, like I said, seat sharing discussions with the Congress are not new to us at all. Of course, like I said, the DMK will lead these negotiations. And we will do so not only with the Congress, but also our other allies.
So, well, there you have it. Of course, differences before the assembly elections are not new. This could also be the talk ahead of the seat sharing arrangement between the DMK and the Congress party. Although both the parties are claiming that all is well, the bigger picture of whether all is actually well or not will emerge only once the discussions start. That's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like, share and subscribe to TV9 Digital. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.